see no, and so I'd have my hand on my...
Driven by the pressures of fame, these 15 celebrities turned to plastic surgery in pursuit of perfection, only to face shocking, sometimes tragic transformations. From fashion icons to music legends, their stories reveal how the quest for youth and beauty can come at a surprising cost, leaving fans stunned and familiar faces forever changed. Maria del Rosario Cayetana. James Stewart, the 18th Duchess of Alba, was one of Spain's wealthiest and most titled aristocrats. Despite her immense fortune and prestigious status, the Duchess was deeply concerned about maintaining her youthful appearance. Beginning in the 1980s, she underwent numerous cosmetic procedures, including rhinoplasty, facelifts, lip injections, and Botox. Unfortunately, her delicate features were transformed over time, and the multiple surgeries left her with skin that appeared tight and stretched, taking away much of her natural beauty. Even with all her resources, the Duchess's story is a reminder that wealth does not always guarantee perfect results in the world of cosmetic surgery. Known for her roles in Days of Our Lives and The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Lisa Rinna became almost as famous for her lips as she was for her acting career. Inspired by the look of plump lips in the 1980s, Rinna opted for permanent silicone fillers in her 20s. While the initial results enhanced her pout and gave her the desired volume, over the years, the silicone hardened, causing lumps and severe scarring. By 2010, Rinna sought the help of a plastic surgeon to remove about 30% of the scar tissue in her lips. But even after surgery, her lips never returned to their natural state. Rinna's experience served as a public reminder of the permanence and risks of certain cosmetic procedures, even those that may seem relatively simple. Joan Van Ark, beloved for her role in the long-running soap opera Knots Landing, began undergoing cosmetic procedures in the early 1990s. In her efforts to stay youthful, Van Ark turned to a series of surgeries, including facelifts, eyelid surgery, and Botox injections. However, the procedures left her skin unnaturally smooth and shiny, with a wax-like appearance that often drew criticism. Her face, especially around her eyes and mouth, appeared rigid and stretched, stripping away much of the natural expression that had once made her an endearing television star. Van Ark's transformation became a cautionary tale about the potential impact of overusing cosmetic enhancements. Italian socialite Michaela Romanini was once known for her glamorous lifestyle and stunning beauty. However, her desire to maintain a youthful look quickly spiraled into a cycle of repeated surgeries and fillers. Starting with lip collagen injections and Botox, her initial goal was to enhance her appearance. However, as the years went by, Romanini became dependent on fillers and Botox, which permanently altered her face. Her lips in particular grew to disproportionate sizes, and the overuse of Botox created a frozen, expressionless look. Romanini's story illustrates how the allure of beauty enhancement can easily turn into an unhealthy addiction, with results that may ultimately mask one's identity. LaToya Jackson, like her brother Michael, turned to cosmetic surgery to alter her appearance, hoping to achieve a more defined look. Starting with a rhinoplasty in the early 1990s, LaToya eventually underwent multiple procedures, including facelifts, cheek implants, and chin augmentations. While she initially enjoyed the results, the repeated surgeries left her with a fragile, unnaturally narrow nose and a wax-like skin texture. Her transformation, which mirrored her brother's own drastic changes, became a topic of public debate and criticism, leaving her struggling with an appearance far removed from her original features. Country music icon Dolly Parton has been remarkably open about her love for cosmetic surgery, famously saying that she wanted to look like a cartoon. Starting in the 1980s, Parton underwent rhinoplasty, brow lifts, eyelid surgery, and more. Her Botox and filler use has kept her skin looking wrinkle-free, but it has also left her with an almost plastic look that some fans find unsettling. While Dolly's known for her humor and candor about her appearance, her transformation reflects the ways in which even subtle procedures can, over time, change a person's face. Goldie Hawn, the beloved actress known for her radiant smile and bubbly personality, captivated audiences for decades with her natural charm and expressive features. However, as she aged, Hawn sought to maintain her youthful appearance through cosmetic procedures. Starting with Botox and facelifts, her transformations became more apparent over the years. By 2017, her skin had taken on a taut, unnaturally smooth appearance, particularly around her jawline and cheeks. A rumored eyelid surgery contributed to a wide-eyed, frozen look, diminishing the warmth and expressiveness that once defined her on-screen persona. Fans noted that these changes made her nearly unrecognizable compared to her earlier years. Hawn's journey underscores the delicate balance between enhancing natural beauty and risking overcorrection through repeated interventions. Hang Mioku, a South Korean model and singer, rose to fame in the 1980s for her natural beauty and striking features. However, her obsession with cosmetic procedures led to one of the most tragic cases of plastic surgery gone wrong. After moving to Japan to pursue further enhancements, she became addicted to altering her appearance, undergoing multiple surgeries. When doctors refused to perform further procedures, Hang resorted to injecting black market silicone into her face. As her addiction worsened and funds dwindled, she shockingly turned to injecting cooking oil. The results were devastating. Her face became swollen and severely disfigured. Although doctors later removed some of the substances, the damage was irreversible. Hang's heartbreaking story serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of unregulated procedures and the psychological toll of chasing perfection. Melanie Griffith, an acclaimed Hollywood actress and star of classics like Working Girl and Body Double, was celebrated for her fresh-faced beauty in the 1980s and 1990s. However, as she entered her later years, Griffith turned to Botox, lip fillers, and facelifts in an effort to preserve her youthful appearance. Over time, these procedures drastically altered her face, leaving it stiff, overplumped, and unnaturally smooth. Fans and critics alike were shocked by her transformation, which many felt erased the natural expressiveness that once defined her. Griffith later admitted she hadn't realized how much she had changed until others pointed it out. Her story stands as a cautionary tale about the risks of relying heavily on cosmetic procedures to fight aging, highlighting the importance of moderation and self-awareness. Daryl Hannah, renowned for her iconic roles in Splash and Blade Runner, was once admired for her strikingly natural beauty. However, in the early 2000s, Hannah began to explore cosmetic enhancements, including Botox and eyelid surgery. Unfortunately, these interventions had unintended consequences. Her skin became overly tight, resulting in a permanently surprised expression that detracted from her signature charm. The loss of natural mobility in her facial features also hindered her ability to convey emotions on screen, impacting her acting career. As her appearance became more plastic-like, Hannah shifted her focus from Hollywood to activism, embracing a quieter life. Her experience highlights how cosmetic procedures, even with the best intentions, can sometimes interfere with one's professional and personal identity. Brigitte Nielsen, a Danish actress and model celebrated for her statuesque beauty and commanding presence in films like Red Sonja and Rocky IV, sought to preserve her looks as she aged. At age 44, Nielsen underwent a series of cosmetic procedures, which she documented on a reality show titled From Old to New. These included facelifts, eyelid surgery, Botox, and lip fillers. While Nielsen initially expressed satisfaction with the results, the changes gave her face a tighter, more artificial appearance that critics argued detracted from her natural elegance. Though she has embraced her transformation and continued to speak openly about her choices, Nielsen's story illustrates the significant impact even well-documented procedures can have on one's appearance and public perception. Suzanne Somers, beloved for her role as Chrissy Snow in the classic sitcom Three's Company, became just as well known for her youthful appearance in later years. While Somers credited her glowing skin to hormone therapy and natural remedies, it became clear that she had also turned to cosmetic surgery. Facelifts, Botox, and lip fillers contributed to her tightly stretched skin and frozen facial expressions, particularly around her jawline and forehead. These changes left her looking noticeably different from her younger self, sparking public criticism and discussions about the limits of cosmetic enhancement. Somers' journey reflects the challenges of navigating aging in an industry that prizes eternal youth. Caitlyn Jenner's highly publicized gender transition in 2015 included a transformative facial feminization surgery. This 10-hour procedure involved a brow lift, jawline contouring, rhinoplasty, and cheek implants to soften her features and align her appearance with her gender identity. The results were largely praised for their effectiveness, but subsequent touch-ups, including additional rhinoplasty and fillers, led to criticisms of an overly tight and frozen appearance. Jenner's journey highlights the complexities of cosmetic surgery, particularly when tied to identity and public perception. While her procedures achieved her desired look, they also sparked debates about the fine balance between achieving natural results and overcorrecting. Linda Evangelista was one of the most iconic supermodels of the 1990s. Known for her stunning features and captivating presence, she graced more than 700 magazine covers and was admired for her timeless beauty. However, in 2015 and 2016, Evangelista turned to cool sculpting, a non-invasive procedure intended to freeze away stubborn fat. Tragically, instead of achieving a slimmer figure, Evangelista experienced a rare side effect known as paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, PAH, which caused the treated areas to grow larger and harder instead of shrinking. This disfiguring condition left her chin, thighs, and bra area enlarged, with hardened masses that drastically altered her face and body. Evangelista retreated from the public eye, later admitting that she was ashamed and could barely recognize herself. Her heartbreaking journey underscored the risks even with non-surgical procedures, showing that no beauty treatment is without potential dangers. Kenny Rogers was a country music legend, celebrated for his smooth voice and rugged charm. In the late 1990s, as he felt the pressures of aging in the public eye, Rogers opted for several cosmetic procedures to maintain his youthful look, including a facelift and an eyelid lift. Unfortunately, these procedures altered his appearance drastically, lifting his eyebrows too high and tightening the skin around his eyes, giving him a perpetually surprised expression. Rogers later expressed regret about his decision to go under the knife, admitting that he wished he had let himself age naturally, rather than losing the features that once defined him. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to leave us a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, don't forget to leave us positive comments. See you in the next video. Myrna Loy began her acting career in silent films, often cast in exotic or mysterious roles. As sound films gained popularity, Loy transitioned to talkies and became known for her refined, witty characters. She is most famous for her role as Nora Charles in the Thin Man series, where she portrayed a sharp and charming detective's wife. Loy's career spanned over 130 films, and she received an honorary Academy Award in recognition of her life's work. Her legacy remains as one of Hollywood's most enduringly elegant actresses. Clara Bow, known as the It Girl, rose to fame despite facing a difficult childhood marked by poverty and family turmoil. Her natural charisma and energy made her one of the most famous silent film stars of the 1920s, embodying the rebellious spirit of the era. Bow became a cultural icon with her role in The Film It, where she portrayed a spirited young woman with a bold attitude. Her vivacious and flirtatious screen presence made her an instant favorite with audiences. However, as the film industry shifted from silent films to talkies, Clara's popularity began to decline, and she eventually retired from acting. Faye Dunaway, known for her striking looks and strong screen presence, made her mark during Hollywood's second golden age. Her role as Bonnie Parker in Bonnie and Clyde brought her widespread acclaim and established her as one of the leading actresses of her generation. Dunaway's career is marked by her portrayals of complex, strong-willed female characters, and she continued to act in notable films well into her 70s. Dunaway's contributions to Hollywood have solidified her as a respected figure and an enduring icon of cinema. Vivien Leigh, styled as Lady Olivier, was a British actress celebrated for her beauty, elegance, and acting prowess. She won 2 Academy Awards, first for her iconic portrayal of Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind, and later for her powerful role as Blanche Dubois in A Streetcar Named Desire. Despite periods of inactivity, Vivien remained an iconic figure in Hollywood, known primarily for her commitment to the theater. Her stage performances were equally lauded, earning her a Tony Award and solidifying her place as a beloved actress. Leigh's versatility allowed her to transition between film and theater, making her one of the most admired actresses of her era. Natalie Wood was an American actress of Russian and Ukrainian descent. She began her career as a child actress and found early success with her role as Susan Walker in the Christmas classic Miracle on 34th Street. Her performance in this film brought her widespread recognition, leading to many more roles as a teenager and young adult. As she grew, Natalie seamlessly transitioned into adult roles, becoming a major star in the 1950s and 1960s. She was known for both family films and dramatic roles, often playing the daughter of Hollywood legends like Fred MacMurray and James Stewart. Wood appeared in over 20 films during her career and received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for her contributions to cinema. Judy Garland captured audiences with her warm spirit and powerful voice. She began her Hollywood journey as a teenager, performing in a series of musicals that showcased her unique talent. Her role as Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz and her unforgettable rendition of Over the Rainbow earned her a special juvenile Oscar. Despite her charm and success, Garland's career was marked by struggles with addiction and health issues due to the grueling demands of Hollywood. Nonetheless, she remained a beloved figure, with her legacy enduring long after her passing. Garland's influence on Hollywood is profound, as she is celebrated as one of the greatest actresses of Hollywood's golden age. Ingrid Bergman was one of the most celebrated actresses of Hollywood's golden era, known for her natural beauty and immense talent. Her career began in Swedish cinema, but she quickly transitioned to Hollywood, where she starred in classic films such as Casablanca. Despite facing personal and professional challenges, she remained a beloved figure and won multiple Academy Awards. Bergman's talent and dedication to her craft made her one of the most admired actresses, and her legacy endures as one of cinema's finest icons. Constance Bennett was an independent, sophisticated actress and the first of the Bennett sisters to enter Hollywood. She began her career in silent films produced in New York before moving to Hollywood, where she starred in several talkies. Her performances in dramas and sophisticated comedies made her one of the highest-paid actresses of her time. Known for her class and fashion sense, Bennett brought a refined style to the screen. In addition to her film career, she was a successful businesswoman, investing in and marketing women's wear and cosmetics. During World War II, she supported U.S. troops by organizing shows, earning her military honors. Jane Powell's journey in entertainment began with a passion for singing and dancing. Known for her wholesome girl-next-door persona, Powell starred in numerous MGM musicals in the 1940s and 1950s, becoming a beloved figure in Hollywood. Although her film career slowed as she grew older, she transitioned to the stage, where she starred in musicals like South Pacific and The Sound of Music. Powell also made appearances on television and in commercials, maintaining her connection to fans and the entertainment industry. Her contributions to the arts were honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Veronica Lake, with her distinctive hairstyle and glamorous roles, became one of Hollywood's most iconic actresses in the 1940s. Known for her roles in film noir and for pairing well with actor Alan Ladd due to their similar heights, she left a lasting impact on the industry. Lake was one of the first prominent film stars to embrace television, helping to pave the way for other actors to explore the medium. Despite her struggles with personal issues, her talent and screen presence made her a timeless Hollywood legend, earning her a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Lana Turner was one of the most glamorous and charismatic actresses of her time. Discovered by chance at a soda fountain, she quickly rose to fame and became a major star in the 1940s and 1950s. Known for her bad girl roles and iconic style, Turner captivated audiences with her beauty and charm. Her personal life, marked by multiple marriages and high-profile romances, made her a subject of public fascination. Despite the ups and downs, Lana Turner's legacy endures as a symbol of Hollywood's golden age and the allure of the silver screen. Hedy Lamarr was celebrated not only for her beauty, but also for her intelligence and contributions to technology. Born in Vienna, Austria, Lamarr's early years in cinema began with German films, but her role in Ecstasy gained international attention. She moved to Hollywood, where her exotic beauty and elegance made her an instant star in films like Algiers. Beyond acting, Lamarr was also an inventor and co-developed a technology that became the basis for modern wireless communication. For her pioneering work, she was honored by the Electronic Frontier Foundation in 1997, making her a legend both on-screen and in the world of science. Janet Gaynor's journey to fame began when her family moved to San Francisco, California, where she completed high school. She then moved to Los Angeles and enrolled in a secretarial school, finding work in a shoe store for $18 a week. However, the allure of Hollywood pulled her toward acting. She started by landing small, uncredited parts in several feature films and comedy shorts, eventually gaining notice for her performances. Her role in Street Angel led to her receiving the first-ever Academy Award for Best Actress. Remarkably, Janet is the only actress to have won an Oscar for multiple roles at once. When talkies replaced silent films, she transitioned effortlessly due to her charming voice and natural acting ability. By the mid-1930s, she was one of the most popular stars, known for her ability to deliver captivating performances. Swayze and Grey's natural chemistry made Dirty Dancing a beloved classic, but their relationship behind the scenes was rocky. Swayze, known for his disciplined approach, was often frustrated with Grey's tendency to giggle and lose focus during serious scenes. Grey, in turn, found Swayze's intense approach overwhelming. Tensions peaked during the infamous lift scene, which required several takes due to Grey's anxiety. Despite their differences, their off-screen friction mirrored their characters' love-hate relationship, and the authenticity of their dynamic helped make Dirty Dancing a film for the ages. The steamy scenes in 50 Shades of Grey demanded extreme vulnerability, which initially created a difficult working environment for Dornan and Johnson. While they didn't harbor actual hatred, they struggled to find a genuine connection, and their early scenes were marked by discomfort. Dornan's reserved nature and Johnson's desire for professionalism didn't mix well in the beginning. Fans noticed the tension during interviews and press tours, where their interactions seemed stilted and cold. As filming continued, they worked through their differences and developed mutual respect. but their initial discomfort unintentionally added an awkward intensity to their scenes together. Despite now being happily married, Kunis and Kutcher did not click immediately. Kunis found Kutcher over the top, and his playful antics irritated her, as she was still adjusting to working on a major television set. Kutcher, on the other hand, viewed her as too young, and often dismissed her opinions. Their characters, Jackie and Kelso, had a rocky relationship, which ironically mirrored their real-life dynamic. Over time, as they matured and got to know each other better, they found common ground. Looking back, Kunis has said that her initial dislike for Kutcher was more about nerves than actual animosity. But their awkward start remains a surprising detail in the love story they would later share. The intense sci-fi film Blade Runner was challenging on many levels, but Ford and Young's relationship on set added another layer of difficulty. Ford, a serious actor known for his dedication, found Young's personality difficult to work with. Young, in one of her first major roles, felt overshadowed and intimidated by Ford's direct manner. The tension between them was especially evident during their famous love scene, dubbed the hate scene by the crew, where both actors seemed visibly uncomfortable. Their off-screen hostility unintentionally complemented the tense, dystopian atmosphere of Blade Runner, enhancing the complexity of their characters' strained connection. Wilson's reportedly erratic behavior became a source of contention for Beckinsale, who approached her work with a high level of professionalism. Wilson was known for showing up late, sometimes hungover, and Beckinsale grew increasingly frustrated with him. At one point, she insisted on using a stand-in to avoid working directly with Wilson, and the tension between them was palpable to the cast and crew. Ironically, the on-screen tension worked well for their roles, as they portrayed a couple under severe psychological stress. While the movie benefited from their strained interactions, Beckinsale has since hinted that working with Wilson was one of her least favorite professional experiences. Kirk Cameron's transformation into a born-again Christian at 17 influenced his career choices, and this shift led to major disagreements with his Growing Pains co-star, Julie McCullough. Cameron objected to McCullough's former modeling for Playboy, which he felt clashed with the show's family-friendly values. He reportedly spoke to producers, leading to McCullough's character being written out of the show. McCullough later voiced her disappointment, accusing Cameron of being judgmental and hypocritical. Cameron has defended his actions, stating his beliefs were central to his decisions, but the two have never reconciled, leaving a significant rift that made their working relationship one of Hollywood's most controversial. As Tony and Maria in West Side Story, Boehmer and Wood were supposed to exude deep love and passion, but in reality, Wood reportedly disliked Boehmer intensely. She went as far as keeping a list of people she disliked, with Boehmer's name at the top. Boehmer remained unaware of her intense dislike until much later. Wood's distaste for Boehmer was never fully explained, but the disconnect impacted their interactions on set, making it challenging to portray the depth of their on-screen relationship. Despite the tension, they delivered iconic performances, with their strained connection adding a hint of forbidden allure to their love story. Jennifer Aniston reportedly had her heart set on a high-profile co-star, and was disappointed when Jay Moore was cast in Picture Perfect. According to Moore, Aniston's dissatisfaction was evident in her behavior, often making passive-aggressive remarks and treating him with open disdain. Moore, who was relatively new to Hollywood, found her attitude emotionally exhausting, admitting that he would sometimes cry at his mother's house after a particularly difficult day on set. Despite the off-screen tension, Aniston and Moore delivered convincing performances, though Moore later said the experience left a lasting negative impression on him. In Dynasty, Collins and Forsythe portrayed bitter rivals, and their off-screen relationship mirrored this dynamic. Collins, who played the glamorous and scheming Alexis Carrington, was vocal about her frustration with Forsythe's behavior, often describing him as misogynistic and old-fashioned. Forsyth reportedly resented Collins's rising star power and her demands for equal pay, seeing them as over the top. Their interactions became so strained that they avoided each other outside of filming. But the tension only intensified the on-screen rivalry that made Dynasty a hit. The psychological thriller 9.5 Weeks required both actors to navigate dark and complex emotions. Rourke's method of acting, which often saw him isolating himself from Basinger, added an extra layer of difficulty for her. Basinger felt unsupported, and her discomfort on set was heightened by the emotionally intense material. Director Adrian Lyne employed harsh tactics to elicit vulnerable performances from Basinger, pushing her to her limits. Rourke's reserved approach only increased the strain, leading to an uncomfortable work environment that mirrored the tumultuous relationship of their characters. Monroe's acting methods clashed drastically with Olivier's classical training. Known for her reliance on acting coach Paula Strasberg, Monroe's need for guidance irritated Olivier, who was frustrated by her tardiness and frequent mood swings. Olivier reportedly told her to just be sexy, which Monroe found condescending. Their conflicting approaches created palpable tension, with Olivier often rolling his eyes at her methods and Monroe struggling to perform under his critical eye. The strained dynamic added an unintentional layer of complexity to their characters, reflecting an on-screen tension that complemented their off-screen discord. Nolte and Roberts' disdain for each other was no secret, with Roberts openly describing Nolte as disgusting and difficult to work with. Nolte, in turn, called her not a nice person. Their mutual dislike led to some scenes being shot with stand-ins, creating a noticeable lack of chemistry that critics quickly picked up on. Despite the tension, both actors tried to remain professional, though their strained interactions resulted in an awkward on-screen dynamic that detracted from the romantic premise of the film. Vance and Frawley's characters, Ethel and Fred Mertz, shared comedic chemistry, but behind the scenes, their relationship was notoriously bitter. Vance reportedly found it unflattering that Frawley, who was significantly older, played her husband and often made disparaging remarks about the age gap. Frawley, known for his gruff personality, didn't take her jokes lightly, leading to a feud that became legendary. Their dislike was so intense that when a spin-off featuring Fred and Ethel was suggested, both actors refused to participate. Their animosity added an edge to their bickering on screen, making their characters' dynamic even more memorable. Gosling and McAdams created one of the most iconic on-screen romances of the 2000s in The Notebook. However, off-screen, they could barely stand each other at first. Their dynamic was so strained that Gosling requested a stand-in to replace McAdams in certain scenes. Director Nick Cassavetes eventually set up a mediation session where the two actors aired their grievances, shouting out their frustrations in a closed room. Ironically, this intense confrontation helped them break the ice, and soon, they developed genuine chemistry. In a twist worthy of a romance film, Gosling and McAdams began dating after filming, and their real-life relationship became as passionate and tumultuous as their characters, capturing fans' hearts worldwide. In Sabrina, Bogart and Hepburn portray a romantic pairing, but Bogart isn't pleased about working with Hepburn from the start. He had hoped his wife, Lauren Bacall, would take the role of Sabrina, and Hepburn's inexperience added to his frustration. Bogart, who was already a Hollywood veteran, frequently criticized Hepburn's need for multiple takes, often rolling his eyes and muttering complaints between scenes. Hepburn, sensing his displeasure, became even more nervous, which only increased the tension on set. The friction only grew when Hepburn's brief romance with co-star William Holden became public. Despite their differences, both delivered captivating performances that made Sabrina a classic, but their on-screen love masked the resentment simmering beneath the surface. Bing Crosby's smooth voice and hits like White Christmas made him one of the most beloved entertainers of his era. Yet, Crosby's personal life revealed a different side to the iconic performer. As a father, his strict and emotionally distant nature left lasting scars on his children. His son, Gary Crosby, spoke openly about Bing's harsh discipline, describing his father as cold and often absent. Bing's preoccupation with shielding his family from Hollywood's excesses ironically estranged him from them. Later in life, his struggles became more apparent, especially with the tragic passing of his son Lindsay and his family's battles with addiction. Despite his public image of charm and charisma, Bing Crosby's personal struggles exposed the harsh realities behind the glamorous facade of a Hollywood legend. Wallace Beery was carefully marketed as a warm-hearted everyman by studio publicity machines. However, stories from co-stars and crew reveal a far darker truth. Known for his harsh treatment of young actors, Beery's off-screen behavior was anything but endearing. One infamous incident involved Mickey Rooney, who endured physical aggression from Beery during their time on set. Despite this, Rooney shockingly expressed admiration for the older actor, highlighting the complicated dynamics of Hollywood's golden age. Beery's reputation as unkind and unattractive even extended to personal relationships, with Gloria Swanson recalling unsettling power dynamics in their interactions. The stark contrast between his public image and private reality paints a disturbing portrait of one of Hollywood's most successful stars. Milton Berle, affectionately known as Uncle Milty, was a pioneer in television, captivating audiences with his sharp wit and charm. His weekly show was so influential that businesses would halt operations during broadcasts. However, as his career progressed, Berle's reputation soured. His ill-fated hosting stint on Saturday Night Live revealed his inability to adapt, with exaggerated antics and a refusal to take direction alienating cast and crew alike. Behind the scenes, Berle's arrogance and penchant for micromanagement tarnished his once sterling legacy, leaving a complicated image of a comedic genius. Peter Sellers brought laughter to millions through his portrayal of Inspector Clouseau in the Pink Panther series, but his personal life was far from humorous. Known for his erratic behavior and deep insecurities, Sellers often clashed with directors like Blake Edwards. Obsessed with his deceased mother, Sellers carried her shrine with him and often relied on unconventional methods to spark creativity. His mood swings and unpredictable actions disrupted filming, yet his unique genius brought cinematic brilliance. Despite the chaos, Sellers and Edwards produced multiple hits, proving the complex balance between genius and madness. Errol Flynn was the quintessential Hollywood swashbuckler, known for his iconic roles in films like The Adventures of Robin Hood. Yet, his real life was as daring and scandalous as his on-screen persona. Before Hollywood, Flynn led a colorful life in New Guinea, dabbling in professions like pearl diving and diamond smuggling. In 1942, his career nearly came crashing down when he faced allegations of assault from two underage girls. The trial, covered extensively by the press, tarnished his reputation even though he was acquitted. His personal life was equally chaotic, filled with heavy drinking, numerous affairs, and financial troubles. Despite these controversies, Flynn's charisma and talent kept him in the spotlight. His story remains a cautionary tale of how fame and recklessness often collide in Hollywood. Orson Welles revolutionized cinema with groundbreaking films like Citizen Kane, yet he was as divisive as he was brilliant. Recently uncovered recordings revealed his scathing critiques of fellow stars like Laurence Olivier and Charlie Chaplin, painting him as a man unafraid to speak his mind. Welles struggled with the constraints of Hollywood's studio system, often working with limited resources to bring his bold visions to life. His relationships were equally complex. While he championed talents like a young Marilyn Monroe, he often clashed with peers. A perfectionist to his core, Wells balanced moments of genius with personal controversies, leaving behind a legacy as one of cinema's most brilliant yet complicated figures. Faye Dunaway's powerful performances in Chinatown and Bonnie and Clyde cemented her status as a Hollywood icon, but her off-screen behavior often overshadowed her talent. Stories of physical altercations, erratic behavior, and strange habits, such as urinating in trash cans on set, earned her a reputation for volatility. Her demanding nature created tension on numerous sets, with reports of clashes with co-stars and crew. Despite this, Dunaway's incredible acting ability has left an enduring mark on cinema. Her legacy is a blend of brilliance and controversy, showcasing the fine line between artistic passion and personal chaos. Mickey Rooney was one of Hollywood's brightest stars as a child, known for his charm and boundless energy. However, as he transitioned into adulthood, his personal and professional life became riddled with turmoil. Accusations of mistreating co-stars, including Elizabeth Taylor during National Velvet, damaged his reputation, while struggles with substance abuse and multiple failed marriages added to his troubles. Described by many as abrasive and egotistical, Rooney's behavior often alienated those around him. Despite his undeniable talent, his legacy is marred by the challenges he faced behind the scenes, reflecting the pressures of growing up in the Hollywood spotlight. Kirk Douglas was a towering figure in Hollywood, delivering unforgettable performances in classics like Spartacus and Paths of Glory. Yet his personal life was filled with controversy. Allegations of mistreatment, including a rumored incident with a young Natalie Wood, cast a dark shadow over his career. Douglas himself admitted to infidelity during his marriages and was known for his domineering personality on film sets. He famously fired a director on Spartacus and often clashed with others over creative control. Despite these flaws, Douglas's contributions to cinema are undeniable. He helped shape Hollywood's golden age and left behind a legacy that, while complicated, remains one of brilliance and impact. His life serves as both an inspiration and a reminder of the complexities behind the spotlight. For over 5 decades, Henry Fonda was seen as the epitome of American virtue, delivering unforgettable performances in classics like The Grapes of Wrath and 12 Angry Men. But behind the facade of the everyman lay a deeply troubled individual, whose personal life starkly contrasted with his image. In a startling biography by Darwin Porter, Fonda is revealed as a self-absorbed man uncomfortable with expressing emotions. Despite portraying devoted family men on screen, he struggled to connect with his children, Jane and Peter, who often felt abandoned by their father. His 5 marriages were riddled with infidelity, including affairs with Hollywood's leading ladies like Joan Crawford and Barbara Stanwyck. His turbulent relationship with his first wife, Margaret Sullivan, a woman who battled mental health struggles, set the tone for the rest of his personal life. Though celebrated for his moral portrayals, Fonda's private world tells a story of neglect, emotional distance, and unfaithfulness, a sobering counterpoint to his heroic image. Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick are a Hollywood power couple who have been married since 1988. Their relationship, which has lasted more than 36 years, is a testament to the strength of love and mutual respect. The two met on the set of a PBS film in the 1980s and quickly fell in love. Despite their fame, they've managed to keep their relationship grounded by focusing on family and maintaining a sense of humor. Together, they have 2 children and often appear together at events, exuding a warmth and authenticity that is rare in show business. Michael J. Fox and Tracy Pollan met on the set of the hit sitcom Family Ties and married in 1988. Their relationship has been tested by challenges, most notably Michael's diagnosis with Parkinson's disease in 1991. Despite these difficulties, Tracy has remained by his side, offering unwavering love and support. The couple has raised 4 children together and has become vocal advocates for Parkinson's research through the Michael J. Fox Foundation. Their love story demonstrates the power of resilience and the importance of standing by each other in times of need. Jeff Bridges met Susan Jeston in 1975 while filming a movie in North Dakota. Susan was working as a waitress at the time, and Jeff was immediately smitten. They married in 1977 and have been together for more than 47 years. Jeff often speaks about how Susan has been the foundation of his life, helping him navigate the ups and downs of a Hollywood career. Together, they have raised 3 daughters and have built a family-oriented life that prioritizes love, honesty, and connection. Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward are often considered the gold standard for Hollywood marriages. They tied the knot in 1958, and their marriage lasted an impressive 50 years until Paul's death in 2008. Paul, a legendary actor, and Joanne, a talented Academy Award-winning actress, met on the set of The Long Hot Summer. Their relationship blossomed into a deep bond, characterized by mutual respect, loyalty, and shared values. The couple raised 3 daughters together and often retreated to their Connecticut home to escape the limelight. Paul famously attributed the success of their marriage to their unwavering love and shared commitment to family life, saying, "Joanne has made me a better person than I ever thought I could be." Meryl Streep, one of the most celebrated actresses of all time, married sculptor Don Gummer in 1978. Their union, now over 46 years strong, is an exemplar of stability in the unpredictable world of Hollywood. Meryl and Don met shortly after the death of Meryl's first love, John Cazale. Don became a pillar of support for Meryl during that difficult time, and their relationship quickly evolved into a deep partnership. They share 4 children, all of whom have pursued creative careers. Despite Meryl's busy schedule and unparalleled success, the couple has maintained a strong bond by prioritizing their family life and supporting each other's pursuits. Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson are known as one of Hollywood's most beloved couples. They married in 1988, and they have shared more than 36 years of love and commitment. The couple met on the set of the TV series Bosom Buddies in 1981, but didn't start dating until years later. Rita has been a constant source of strength for Tom, particularly during challenging times, including her battle with breast cancer in 2015. Their secret? A foundation of friendship, respect, and humor. Tom often credits Rita for his success, saying, "My life didn't really start until I met my wife." Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn's relationship has lasted over 41 years, despite their decision never to marry. The couple began dating in 1983 after meeting on the set of Swing Shift. Both had experienced previous marriages and decided that love, trust, and partnership were more important than formalities. Together, they raised a blended family, including their son, Wyatt Russell, and Goldie's children from a previous marriage, Kate and Oliver Hudson. Goldie often shares their secret to longevity. You have to stay curious about each other, and you have to be willing to work on the relationship every single day. Hugh Jackman and Deborah Lee Furness are one of Hollywood's most admired couples. They met on the set of the Australian TV show Corelli in 1995, when Hugh was a young actor just starting his career, and Deborah Lee was already an established star. They married in 1996, and despite their 13-year age difference, their bond has only grown stronger over the past 28 years. Hugh often describes Deborah Lee as his soulmate and greatest supporter. The couple has adopted 2 children, Oscar and Ava, and their family life is grounded in love and shared values. Hugh credits their successful marriage to open communication, trust, and an unwavering focus on each other's happiness. They frequently celebrate their milestones with heartfelt public tributes, showing the world that their love is as vibrant as ever. Deborah Lee has also supported Hugh through his rise to fame, helping him stay grounded in a fast-paced industry. David and Victoria Beckham, one of the world's most famous power couples, have been married since 1999. The couple first met in the late 1990s, when Victoria was still a member of the Spice Girls, and David was a rising star in professional football. Their relationship quickly became one of the most talked about in the world, but they've managed to maintain a strong and united front for over 25 years. Together, they've raised 4 children, Brooklyn, Romeo, Cruz, and Harper, while balancing demanding careers. David transitioned from being a football icon to a global brand ambassador and entrepreneur, while Victoria reinvented herself as a respected fashion designer. Despite facing intense media scrutiny, they've stayed committed to their family and each other. Victoria has said their marriage thrives on mutual support, love, and shared goals. David often calls Victoria his rock and the foundation of his life, showcasing their enduring partnership both on and off the world stage. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi's relationship is an inspiring story of love and equality. They met in 2004 and immediately felt a deep connection. In 2008, after same-sex marriage was legalized in California, the couple tied the knot in an intimate ceremony at their home. Since then, they've been together for over 16 years and have become prominent advocates for LGBTQ+ rights. Ellen, a trailblazing comedian and talk show host, and Portia, a talented actress, have built a life filled with love, creativity, and shared passions. They often speak publicly about their admiration and love for each other, with Ellen frequently describing Portia as her greatest source of happiness. Portia credits Ellen with helping her embrace her true self, and their relationship has become a symbol of authenticity and unconditional love. Together, they've used their platform to promote acceptance and equality, proving that their bond is as strong as it is inspiring. Jamie Lee Curtis's love story with Christopher Guest began with an unusual twist. She decided she would marry him before ever meeting him. After seeing his photo in Rolling Stone magazine, Jamie declared to a friend, "I'm going to marry that man." A mutual friend later introduced them, and their connection was instant. The couple married in December 1984 and have been together for over 40 years. Throughout their marriage, Jamie and Christopher have prioritized a quiet, grounded life away from the Hollywood spotlight. Christopher is a multi-talented writer, director, and actor, known for his comedic brilliance in films like Best in Show. Jamie, an accomplished actress famous for roles in Halloween and True Lies, has often praised their shared sense of humor as the glue that binds them. Together, they've adopted 2 children, Annie and Thomas, and focused on creating a loving, private family life. Jamie attributes their enduring marriage to trust, mutual respect, and the ability to laugh together, emphasizing that laughter is key to their happiness. Sting and Trudy Styler's relationship is a beautiful example of love built on a strong emotional and spiritual foundation. The couple met in the late 1970s when Trudy lived next door to Sting, then the lead singer of The Police. Their connection deepened over time, and after years of dating, they married in 1992. They have been together for over 32 years and share a love that continues to inspire others. Sting often credits their lasting relationship to their commitment to growing and evolving together. Both passionate about the arts and activism, they have built a life centered on shared values and mutual respect. Together, they've raised 4 children, Mickey, Jake, Coco, and Giacomo, instilling in them the same sense of creativity and purpose. Sting has spoken about the importance of maintaining both physical and emotional intimacy in their relationship, while Trudy emphasizes communication and shared experiences as the keys to their longevity. Their marriage stands as a testament to how love, when nurtured, can grow stronger with time. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn are Hollywood legends, having been together for more than 35 years. Their relationship defies convention in multiple ways, most notably in their decision never to marry. They see love as a daily choice, not an obligation formalized by a marriage certificate. Goldie has often explained that for her and Kurt, The decision not to marry allows them to remain together out of pure choice rather than obligation. They both agree that their lifelong commitment, based on mutual respect and shared values, is far more meaningful than a wedding ceremony. This decision makes them one of Hollywood's most enduring couples, showing that lasting love doesn't need a marriage certificate to be valid. Since their relationship began in 2011, Ryan Gosling and Eva Mendes have carefully maintained their privacy. Despite their fame, they keep their personal lives almost entirely out of the public eye, including their marriage. The couple married secretly, reflecting their choice to prioritize their family's peace and privacy. As parents of 2 young daughters, Ryan and Eva's focus has always been on creating a strong, supportive home environment away from the limelight. Their quiet wedding is an extension of their dedication to living a life grounded in family and love, not celebrity. The choice to avoid a public wedding shows how much they value the intimacy of their family over fame. Jessica Alba and producer Cash Warren share a strong commitment to family and simplicity. When they married, they chose a courthouse ceremony, without any grandeur. The minimalism of their wedding spoke volumes about their values. They placed more importance on the journey of marriage itself, rather than on a lavish event. Jessica and Cash's relationship has grown stronger over the years, grounded in shared goals, family, and a genuine appreciation for one another. Their quiet wedding reflects their focus on what truly matters in a relationship: love, family, and building a life based on shared principles. Before their eventual separation, Orlando Bloom and supermodel Miranda Kerr shared a love story that was kept relatively private. When they decided to marry, they chose a small, family-only ceremony, celebrating their love in an intimate setting. For Orlando and Miranda, the wedding was less about public attention and more about a personal commitment to each other. Although they later went their separate ways, their wedding day was a moment of closeness, shared joy, and a quiet celebration of their bond. It highlights the beauty of choosing a private, meaningful wedding focused on connection and love, regardless of future outcomes. Keanu Reeves and artist Alexandra Grant are beloved for their intellectual connection and commitment to creativity. Known for his humility and privacy, Keanu chose to marry Alexandra in a private, understated ceremony that matched their values. Keanu and Alexandra share a deep appreciation for the arts and philanthropy, bonding over shared interests and passions. Despite Keanu's global fame, he has always been grounded, focusing on his relationships and artistic projects rather than public attention. Their quiet marriage reflects their shared value of authenticity and their belief in living with integrity. Their love story reminds us that true connections are built on shared values, creativity, and mutual respect. Both Joaquin Phoenix and Rooney Mara are known for their introspective, private natures, and their relationship reflects these shared traits. They met on a film set and bonded over a love for meaningful conversation and a quieter life. When they decided to marry, it was natural for them to have an intimate, low-key ceremony, attended only by close family and friends. Joaquin and Rooney both value simplicity and often choose to live outside the spotlight, focusing on their artistic careers and philanthropy work. Their wedding day was not about public displays of wealth or fame, but rather a genuine celebration of love, reflecting the authenticity and simplicity that defines their relationship. Daniel Craig and Rachel Weisz are both acclaimed actors who lead private lives despite their high-profile careers. They surprised everyone by getting married in a private ceremony with only 4 guests, including each of their children. For them, this was a second marriage, and they wanted something deeply personal and understated. Both Daniel and Rachel value the simplicity and intimacy of a life away from the spotlight, and their wedding day reflects that choice. Their marriage is a partnership based on shared experiences, respect, and a commitment to supporting each other in a demanding industry. Their minimalistic wedding showed that for them, marriage was a personal commitment rather than a spectacle. Before their eventual split, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner shared a love story marked by mutual respect and a dedication to family. They chose a small, intimate wedding on a secluded beach in the Caribbean, attended by only close friends and family. The ceremony was private and heartfelt, reflecting their shared values and a desire for a grounded relationship. Although their marriage ended, they continued to co-parent amicably, showing the same mutual respect that once defined their relationship. Their wedding day remains a memory of love, commitment, and the desire to create a supportive family environment. Known for their playful personalities and down-to-earth approach to life, Dax Shepard and Kristen Bell's decision to have a courthouse wedding was perfectly in line with who they are. Kristen had always wanted a simple wedding, and they spent only a few $100s to make it happen. Their union is built on humor, mutual respect, and a realistic outlook on love and relationships. Their low-key ceremony showed that for them, the meaning of marriage is found in everyday moments, laughter and shared experiences, not in grandeur. They continue to be open about the realities of marriage, inspiring others by showing that love is a journey of growth and compromise. Despite their global fame, Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen have consistently chosen to keep their private life separate from their careers. They were married in a small church in Santa Monica with only close family and friends present, then celebrated again with a private ceremony in Costa Rica. Their wedding choices reflected their values of family, spirituality, and simplicity. Both Tom and Gisele have demanding careers, but they remain dedicated to grounding their family in love and respect. Their private wedding reflects their commitment to building a life based on shared principles, rather than external validation. Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi held their wedding at home, inviting only a small circle of close friends and family. Despite Ellen's high-profile career, they chose a personal, simple ceremony that highlighted their commitment to authenticity and love. Their marriage is a symbol of acceptance, mutual respect, and strength in the face of adversity, and their wedding day mirrored these values. By celebrating at home, they created a memory that felt deeply personal and reflective of their journey together. Ellen and Portia's union has been an inspiration representing courage, acceptance, and the importance of being true to oneself. When Matthew McConaughey and Camilla Alves decided to tie the knot, they chose to do so at their Texas home, surrounded by family and close friends. Known for his grounded, homegrown personality, Matthew's choice to marry at home was a reflection of his values. The couple wanted a wedding that was warm, familial, and filled with love, rather than a large celebrity event. Their marriage is centered on family values, and their wedding day was a celebration of their commitment to building a life rooted in love, simplicity, and community. Their private ceremony reflected their love for family and their dedication to creating a supportive, nurturing home for their children. Before their highly publicized divorce, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard had a quiet wedding at Johnny's home in Los Angeles, followed by a small gathering on his private island in the Bahamas. Known for his eccentric and complex personality, Johnny's choice of a private wedding was in line with his desire to keep his personal life separate from his public image. Though their relationship ended in a turbulent split, their wedding day was initially a private celebration of their connection, emphasizing a momentary escape from the public eye and media. It reflects the often complicated nature of relationships under the spotlight, where private joy and public scrutiny can intertwine in challenging ways. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are known for their humor and down-to-earth relationship, which they've managed to keep largely private despite their fame. They chose to marry in a quiet, private ceremony at a plantation in South Carolina. Their wedding was attended by close friends and family and was kept away from the public eye. Blake and Ryan's relationship is marked by shared humor, trust, and mutual respect, and their wedding day was a simple, meaningful celebration of that bond. They've continued to share glimpses of their happy, grounded family life, showing that even Hollywood couples can prioritize family values over fame. Scarlett Johansson and Colin Jost opted for a quiet, private wedding ceremony, only sharing the news with the public afterward. Both Scarlett and Colin share a love of privacy and value a grounded, simple life. Their wedding was intimate and focused on the essence of their relationship rather than public appearances. By keeping their ceremony small, they showed that their commitment to each other mattered more than the media spotlight. Their union is based on humor, shared values, and a mutual understanding of life in the spotlight. But their wedding day was about celebrating their love in a way that felt right for them. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis, who met as teenagers, reconnected years later and eventually became life partners. They chose a low-key wedding, reflecting their decision to prioritize their relationship over Hollywood glamour. For them, marriage was a personal commitment, not a public event. Their wedding day was private and reflected the simplicity and authenticity of their relationship. As a couple who values family and privacy, their ceremony was a quiet celebration of their love and shared history. They continue to live a grounded life, focusing on family and creating meaningful memories together. Jake Gyllenhaal and Jean Cadieux have maintained a private relationship, avoiding the spotlight. Jake's decision not to have a public wedding reflects his deep value for privacy and his wish to maintain a low-profile personal life. By keeping their relationship out of the media, they've been able to nurture a meaningful connection away from Hollywood pressures. For Jake and Jean, privacy is not only a choice, but a necessary foundation for a lasting, peaceful partnership. Their approach reminds us that sometimes the best way to protect love is to keep it safe from external scrutiny. Jennifer Aniston and Justin Theroux are both high-profile actors, yet they've always valued privacy in their relationship. When they married, they disguised the wedding as a birthday party to keep the media from discovering it. Hosted at Jennifer's home, the wedding included only close friends and family, who enjoyed an intimate celebration in a warm, familiar setting. Jennifer and Justin both wanted a day that felt personal and unpressured by fame. For them, the day was about sharing vows and promises without the interference of the outside world. Even though they later parted ways, their wedding day remains a memory of love, happiness, and a shared commitment to keeping their relationship grounded and private. Julia Roberts and Danny Moder's relationship is known for its privacy and sincerity. When they decided to marry, they opted for a quiet, rustic ceremony on Julia's ranch in New Mexico. Far removed from Hollywood's glitz and glamour, the wedding was a simple, intimate affair, mirroring their shared love for a grounded life. Julia and Danny have always chosen to keep their family life separate from the spotlight, and their wedding reflected that same approach. Their union is based on mutual respect and a love of simplicity, and their wedding day was a beautiful beginning to a life filled with family values, support, and partnership. The quiet countryside setting symbolized their desire for a genuine, peaceful life away from fame. George and Amal Clooney are known as one of Hollywood's most glamorous and influential couples, yet their wedding was carefully crafted to remain private and personal. The couple married in Venice, Italy, with close friends and family in attendance, but they took measures to ensure that the ceremony stayed intimate. Despite their high profiles, George and Amal value privacy and a life focused on family and philanthropy. Their wedding in Venice was a beautiful blend of elegance and intimacy, a celebration of love that also respected their desire to keep the occasion personal. Since then, George and Amal have built a life together that focuses on shared goals and values. particularly in the areas of human rights and charitable work.